about today's session because it's all about rescheduling, and rescheduling is how you set your business up for success. So rescheduling can make or break your career. I know there's some controversy around this. Oh, don't reschedule. Rescheduling is out. But in reality, you're setting yourself up for a profitable future. So, statistics show that if a guest reschedules in the salon before they leave, they will reschedule in 5 to 6 weeks. If they wait until after they leave, it can be well over 13 weeks. So, when we actually are setting our clients up before they leave the salon, it gives us control to when they come back. And there's only a couple ways to make more money in the industry. One, that's doing a price increase. But two, it is making sure we're getting the most out of the clients we already have. And that's by having them come in sooner. And even though your client may be a lived-in color and doesn't need to come back in for 13 weeks for their overall color, you can still have them come in between for a maintenance appointment, like a toner or a Malibu and a toner refresh, a treatment. So planning and rescheduling allows us to make their hair plan for them and really make sure they're walking around with the best hair possible. So our number one goal in the industry is to create a repeat guest. That is it. Our main goal is to get a customer and get them to come back. So plan today to be the busy stylist you want to be in the future, and that comes with rescheduling. So let's talk dialogue, because I know that rescheduling clients can be a little uncomfortable when it comes to being a newer stylist. So using words like availability creates a sense of urgency. So instead of saying, let's reschedule your appointment, you can say something along the lines of, let me check my availability. I want to make sure we can get a time that works best for you. Let's set up your next appointment today. The guest needs to hear and understand that time is a premium and time is limited. So there is prime time in the salon and then there is downtime. So prime time is the appointments that are highly sought after. Those are, your late nights, sometimes they're weekends. So we want to make sure that we establish prime time and that the time is limited for these hot appointments. So nights, weekends, people like to come after work. These are usually appointments that are very highly sought after. So it's not the salon's responsibility to fill your chair. I'm going to say that again. It is not the salon's responsibility to fill your chair. You need to take initiative for your business. You need to make sure your clients' needs are met, and you need to set yourself up for a financial future. This goes back to personal responsibility. When you take initiative to fill your chair, you can fill your chair with people that you want and not services that don't make you happy or clients that don't align with your purpose. So really take the initiative for your business. Put yourself out on social media. Do all the things to get your target market and your ideal client sitting in your chair. If you are not rescheduling, you need 2 to 3 times more clients to be busy compared to someone who reschedules. Like I said previously, when we reschedule a client, we can reschedule them for a mid-maintenance appointment and then their overall color appointment. So that's 2 appointments you can schedule them for. And really making sure the client understands the importance of why they need to come in for this mid-appointment and the importance of why they need to reschedule, because you want to make sure that you can accommodate them at a time that works for them and that they don't have to wait. So, did you know that some clients feel like you don't want them to come back or you don't want them as a client if you don't reschedule them? This is so true. If you don't offer to reschedule, sometimes clients take it personally and they take it as in they're not the right client for you. I've heard this many times. So make sure you're offering to reschedule your guests. When you reschedule clients, they financially plan for you. When you do not, they will spend the money on something else and push out their services. So, when I have an appointment personally, and I think everyone does this, you have an appointment coming up, you're going to save for it. But if you don't have an appointment up and you're like, well, I need my hair done. Oh, but I really like this purse. I'm going to push my hair off. I'm going to get the purse. So these are things that people do. So when you have them locked in to your schedule, they really do financially plan for their services. It should take you 6 months or 200 guests to fill your chair. That is it. If you do not fill your books in 6 months, and if you do not see 200 guests and have a full book after seeing 200 guests, then you're doing something wrong. So when you do all of the right things, when you do the social media, creating a good reputation, creating an amazing client experience, rescheduling is about discipline and dialogue. So you want to master your verbiage. You want to take time for each guest, and you want to discuss about rescheduling and discuss this during the consultation and during the styling and during your checkout. So it should be brought up multiple times. So during your consultation, it sounds like, okay, so for this look we're doing today, I will need to see you back in 6 to 8 weeks. Does that work for you? This is a part of the maintenance, so they should know that. And then during styling, I would again reiterate. So when we, after your styling tips, when we go to check you out today, I want to make sure that we set you up for a 6 to 8 week maintenance appointment. And then, of course, during checking out, let's set time aside for your next appointment. Remember that rescheduling alleviates extra work later. It alleviates direct messages. It alleviates emails. It alleviates your clients reaching out to you because they already have time set aside in your schedule. So it really does make and simplify your process as a stylist. So some of the verbiage you can use is, have you ever tried to reschedule your appointment and not be able to get in? There's two ways this can go. They can either say yes or no. So many of my guests have been experiencing difficulties trying to get in my schedule. I want to make sure I am available to you. So today, before you leave, let's reschedule your appointment. Clients don't want to wait, especially now in this day and time. They want everything right now. So make sure that you are setting yourself up for success and that you are getting clients in when they need it. You need to make it simple for your clients, and clients don't want the process to be difficult. So you want to stay confident with your tone when you're rescheduling. We are in charge and responsible for our guests' hair, and we're responsible for it looking its best. We know when they should come back, and we should set them up for hair success. So let's talk about squeeze-in appointments, and these are appointments that are not going to help build your business. When clients try to squeeze in because they didn't reschedule, they get upset, they get frustrated when you cannot accommodate them. It lessens their experience because it's unlimited time. They don't understand that the experience is going to be less because you're squeezing them in. So squeeze-ins are a big no. So let's get to practicing. Let's practice our verbiage. Let's practice rescheduling the people sitting in our chair. And like we practice our hair technique, we should be practicing our vocabulary. And that starts with rescheduling. Let's master our verbiage so we make sure that we reschedule every single person that sits in our chair.